Hey guys, what's up? We're back with some more Reactions After Dark, and we're of course going to be watching 200 hardcore rappers invited by China to compete, but it turns into a comedy show, obviously by Stephanie Sue. Now I did skip a few Chinaverse episodes in, or videos in, just because I wanted something shorter, because again I'm trying to do like a week of Chinaverse. So again, like I said yesterday, that I had stuff to do yesterday and today, so I want this to be short so I can be ready for all that stuff today. But yeah, we have no hater section today, though who knows about the after now, or after this episode, since who knows if this is going to turn into like a K-pop stand stuff. I mean, it's 200 rappers, so I don't know if there's going to be stands for that stuff, but who knows? We'll have to see if it comes to that. I don't think I'm going to play around in VR today, or anything like that. We could make it like a joke where I pop in the VR for a few seconds every episode, but I don't think we're going to do that yet. But I think we're just going to get straight into it. If I figure out if there's anything else I wanted to talk about, I'll mention it, obviously. I'll pause every 5 seconds, you know.
There's this viral video of a Korean rapper, a female Korean rapper, rapping about Kyuuties. She's literally standing there, white studio background, mic hanging in front of her, and she's like, da, da, da. Like literally she thinks she's shooting people with her finger guns. And let me tell you, this woman put every fiber of her soul into this song. Every ounce of her being was so passionate about weapons of mass destruction. You open the comments, everybody's giggling at her like, ma'am, your country don't even have guns. Ma'am, your cops don't even have guns. Ma'am, your country's weapons of mass destruction are K-pop light sticks. That's when I started laying in bed and I was thinking, you know that show that my husband talks about all the time that he loves so much? I kind of want to watch it. I kind of want to be bonded to him. I feel like there are a few things.
Oh my god.
You know? No, there are a few things where sometimes he'll like save a TikTok and then he'll be scrolling and I'm like, can you show me your hearted TikToks? And I'll like scroll through his hearted TikToks and one of them is in Mandarin and it's just a Chinese girl like picking, I don't know, a husband or something and it's funny and he's explaining it to me and then midway translation he's like, you just don't get it. I can't talk to you about this. And then he'll stop. So I'm like, you know what? I will get educated. I will get educated in your culture. You have been so well-versed in Korean culture these days. So I'm doing this for you.
You're
I'm not
pretty
even
well-versed.
Thank you. I feel like I'm more Chinese than you sometimes.
You're the expert of Chinaverse.
No, it's actually crazy. Okay, no, it's funny because we have nieces and she's like just now learning that we're Korean. And she'll like go around the table at dinner and she'll be like, mommy's Korean, daddy's Korean. And then she'll say Panda is Chinese, Emo Tiffany is Chinese. And then she has no idea what the fuck I am. She's so lost. She's like, I know you're my mom's sister, but you're also Panda's wife. So I'm like confused. What the fuck are you? I'm lost. And I think I'm turning Chinese because I'm obsessed with Rap of China. It's a self-explanatory name. I thought that.
Okay, so this is going to be about Rap of China. I couldn't tell if this was Rap of China because they didn't say it in the title, but we're talking about rappers. I'm assuming that's where this was going to go.
All I needed to know about this reality show. He said it's funny. Chinese rappers from all around the country come to the show to become the #1 rapper in the nation. The first summer that the show came out, the viewership for the reality show was almost 3 billion people. I thought y'all only had 1 billion people. Okay, so I looked into it. I'm
Wait,
like,
what?
Yeah. The viewership for season 1 was 3 billion views. And in my head, I was like, 3 billion people? You guys have 1 billion people. Did everybody watch it 3 times? I'm dumb. They just combine the numbers of each video, of each episode, and that's the total viewership. Okay, I got it, right? But just to give you an idea of how enormous that is, Netflix's Wednesday, I love that show. I love that show so much. It got 250 million views. Rap of China got 3 billion views.
Dang.
So like most competition shows.
2 billion was from me.
Yeah, no, I think so. And then the other billion is from me because I kept pausing it and I kept going, Tiffany, what? And she kept going, you don't get it either.
And then Stephanie, in the process, found her new favorite song.
I have been listening to this song. Do you understand? I had to download it, not download, am I 50 years old? No, I had to get this song on Spotify. I couldn't figure out the name of the song. I have no idea what any of the songs.
She's saying that, but I'm still someone who does not use Spotify. Like, I'm still that guy. I can't be bothered. If I want to listen to something, I'll just look it up on YouTube or use Pandora as like a radio station. Or like since moving here, I have a radio station, not radio station, why am I saying radio station? I have a radio, like a old standard FM radio, FM AM radio in the bathroom and in my room. Though I technically already had one in my room at the old place, but I've put one in the bathroom too. So if I just want to listen to music or have music on, I'll just turn the radio on. I'm not going out of my way to be like, okay, I gotta get the Spotify app, I gotta you know, find these songs. Like, and just turn on the radio. Again, if I want to listen to something specific, it's most likely going to be at my computer, and it's just going to be looking up the song on YouTube or the album on YouTube and letting it roll, right? So.
Because-
No,
Okay.
and I'm blasting this song.
Let me explain to everyone. The reason why it's so confusing because the rapper's name is Chinese and it's like freaking 9 characters long. It basically reads, "In a minute, I'm gonna go home."
Yeah, no, but then the song, right? So then it took me like a business day to find the song on Spotify. And I was like, gosh, is he just not famous? Turns out he's very famous. He just has a complicated name. Then I started playing the song all over the house speakers. And I'm like, wait, if his parents come over and it's just like the dirtiest, nastiest song, like I'll f you all hours of the day, bend over, like ass up, face down, 10 toes in my mouth. Like I would have died. I would have been deceased. So I was like, by chance, honey, do you know what this song is saying? He's like, oh yeah, I run barefoot through the field and a foxfield glove windmill. Like it was.
No. Oh, I was. The name of the song is like, I'm running barefoot in a field filled with like windmills and little pretty foxtail grass, and I'm holding a little the spinning wheel like little windmill thing.
Yes.
So it's like
a pinwheel.
Song about his childhood.
No, but you understand that's the chorus, but that's also the fucking title of the song. The song is like a paragraph. The title of the song is a paragraph, and his name.
We ran under the windmill barefoot, holding green foxtail in our hands.
Name is a fucking paragraph.
No, here's a funny thing.
Yeah.
Is when he came out, he's like someone new, like the last couple years. He's like a new rapper. His name is In a Minute, You Go Home.
Who go home? Me or him?
His name is In a Minute,
You?
You Go Home.
Oh. In a minute, I go home? Wait.
No, it says, wait a minute, just go home. Wait a minute, just
okay,
go.
so we don't know who.
Something like that, right? But the confusing part is when they reading all the rappers' names out, it goes, Little Stephanie Sue, in a minute, you go home. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, sounds like I'm getting eliminated.
Yes, and everyone's like, I don't want to go be in front of this guy because it's like, I'm getting eliminated.
You're getting jinxed.
Yes. You see,
But if that was on purpose, obviously it wasn't, right? He probably had that name before this. But if he's like brand new, just for the show, what if that's an industry plant? Question mark. On purpose.
I see what he did, that
Come on.
motherfucker. Damn it. I need to listen to this song again. It's so good. It took me 5 million years to find that song. But like most competition shows, Rap of China, a panel of mentors, a panel of OG rappers.
Also, the show is kind of shadowed after the Show Me the Money, the Korean rapper show.
They bring a panel of judges, and there's eliminations at every stage. And the lineup is supposed to be just like a random bunch of no-name rappers, like underground rappers that come on and they make a name for themselves. Lots of people on there. Some of them are very weird elite talent. So some of them are like from Beijing University. There's like international graduates from UCLA, and like they're just like on this show. There's PG1, MC Jin, Johnny J.
Damn.
They don't sound like they could, but like their songs are good. Okay.
You remember PG1 though, right?
I do remember PG1.
We watched this, right? A-list celebrity cheated on her perfect husband with an underground rapper. Yeah, we watched that one a long time ago.
Yeah.
Scandal, yeah.
And then, the way he made it seem was like, gosh, it's so good. I click on the first episode. It's just like a lot of jean jackets and a lot of sunglasses and a lot of fucking Chris Wu. He was on this show, and motherfucker just always looks surprised because he's wearing sunglasses and he can't see, so he will peer over his sunglasses rather than taking him off, and his eyebrows will go up. So he just looks surprised. He's also in jail now, so that must have been a very surprising turn of events.
Wait, he's still in jail? I forgot, what all happened with that. It's been so long. I was just thinking how long it's been. It feels like it's been forever, like years that we've been doing rad videos and like Chinaverse stuff, or specifically Stephanie stuff, Rotten Mango and Stephanie channel. But it hasn't even been a year, or even close to a year, but it feels like it's been years. I think it's only been a few months. Now, because at the beginning of this year, around the beginning of the year, I was reacting to anime stuff, which nobody knows about. Like, anybody who's here probably didn't watch any of that stuff when it was going down. I was reacting to anime, but I was doing it in a specific way that should have been, not necessarily should have been fine, but I was leaving too much in, so I got a trouble, got a strike for that. So I stopped reacting to anime, and I deleted all the anime reactions off the channel. That's lore for this year. And then I switched to just doing random stuff, and then eventually got around to Stephanie, because I think someone suggested I react to, I think specifically Rotten Mango. I'd have to go all the way back and look. Let's shout out to the person who even got me to the Rotten Mango stuff. So let me go search up who that was. Oh yeah, duh, of course. It was a Lively Galaxy. That's who originally suggested the Rotten Mango stuff, and that obviously eventually leads to the Stephanie Sue stuff. I just forgot exactly who it was, because there's a lot of regulars at this point, but yeah, Lavely. Again, I still don't know if it's Lavely or Lovely, like how that's supposed to be pronounced, because I mentioned it before in one video, like I said I didn't know how to pronounce it, but they never responded to me saying I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah. So you can thank them for actually getting me around to the Stephanie stuff. I can re-thank them, of course, for showing me these channels, because obviously it got the channel to where it is now. So again, thanks Lavely. Everyone say thanks to Lavely. Galaxy. But yeah, that message was 5 months ago, so I'm assuming around 5 months ago, like plus is when I was doing this, because I think at that point I was probably still doing like Lazy Masquerade and The Void and stuff like that. I think specifically that video was on a Void video, I think, where that message was left. So probably it was around 6 months, I would say, maybe. So let's say half a year ago is when I started doing the rad stuff. So yeah, oof, it's only been half a year, even though it feels like it's been a whole year.
As well.
Like the anime stuff, anime reactions feel like that was a lifetime ago at this point.
Rather than taking him off, and his eyebrows will go up, so he just looks surprised. He's also in jail now, so that must have been a very surprising turn of events as well. Furthermore, if I could plead my case for a second, there are people out there that want to see my demise, that will relish in my downfall, who want to see me trip on a sidewalk and lose one of my front teeth, walk into a coffee shop crying because I only have one front tooth, order a matcha latte that I proceed to sip through where my front tooth used to be, and then knock the matcha all over, spilling it over my shirt. They wish that upon me, all because I don't like Chris Wu, a convicted felon. So to that I say, you need therapy. I also need therapy, but you need it a lot more than me. This and Lee, I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, who hurt you? Exit out of this video. Go get your mind together. Go take a walk. You want a morally black love interest? Stop looking at felons. Just read a dark romance novel. Anyway, so he's on that show.
Classic.
They look really cool sometimes. And then sometimes they look like your uncles that are like sitting on the couch and you and your cousins must perform. And additionally, I have no idea what to do when people are freestyling, but they're all kind of like bopping like chickens, you know? I don't know if you're supposed to dance. There is no correct answer, but there is a very famous judge on there, a very famous man named MC Hot Dog. And I thought stage names were supposed to be really cool. I thought they were supposed to be really hot, but MC Hot Dog is on there.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, you can just be whatever you want it to be. Just be goofy. It's supposed to be a reflection of yourself, right? I would assume, or not. Because some people are weird, like that one girl, like we've seen her name on the screen multiple times, Kitty, you know what. It's kind of weird that that's your name. Like some people just extremely dumb graphic stuff. So this one's just like silly, so it must mean he's a silly guy.
I mean, is 50 Cent like badass, right? Like
50 Cent?
I mean, just say, but Snoop Dogg's, come on. MC Hot Dog, Snoop Dogg, you hear the resemblance? Like...
No!
What do you mean?
Also, like, never say 50 Cent's name in vain. The that he does on Instagram is so terrifying. Like, 50 Cent. 50 Cent, everybody loves you. Terrifying.
MC Hot Dog, you know?
MC Hot Dog. Yeah. What is he doing now?
He's still doing this.
Oh, he's still
he's judging.
What? I was like, why we have this? I was like, he's just, what you call it? This is just like an album cover or something.
Okay, he's still...
Honestly, yeah, anyways.
There are 4 seasons of the show, from 2018 to 2020, but none in 2021, even though it was one of the biggest shows. But that's also around the time that Chris Wu starts getting exposed for what he did, and the producers decide that they're going to just do a new spin-off show called New Generation Hip Hop Project.
That one's good, too.
That one's good. That's where the song is from.
Yes.
Yes, okay, I want this song played at my funeral. I don't know really what it means, like it's his childhood, but I want that song. Your whole side of the family will be so confused why that was my song choice, but that's what I want. But they also stopped that show after 1 season, and then they go back to Rap of China, but they call it Rap of China 2022, Rap of China 2023, and it's a bit different. So the original Rap of China series, they've got underground rappers come in, and these guys, they're crazy. They've got crazy in their blood, in their DNA. They're like, I will punch you in the face. That's as crazy as it gets, but they will do that. So then later on, it diverges more into bringing in more well-known rappers, and they compete against each other. And it's just, I feel like the original few seasons are the best. That's what everybody says, because near the end, everyone's very polished. Nobody wants too many scandals. It doesn't feel as raw. It doesn't feel as crazy. And they also have a 2024, Rap of China 2024. That's what we're talking about today, because all the other ones are just Chris Wu looking over his sunglasses. So we're gonna do 2024. And it is an all-star mentor lineup, and there's this one guy that I'm obsessed with, and I think about him on a daily basis, and I think about one of his songs.
Which one?
Sheddy. We'll get there. So these 8 mentors are divided into teams of...
Can just look at, is this Hot Dog over here? I'm assuming Wu's in jail at this point, I would assume. Oh no, Hot Dog's here. It just says Hot Dog.
2. So you've got Boss, Sheddy, and Fan Cheng Cheng. Exactly.
The little brother of Fan Bingbing.
Yes, and then you've got MC Hot Dog. And I'm going to offend people, so you know what? We're just going to move on. From this lineup alone of these judges, you've got a crazy lineup. You already know it's going to be a dramatic season, because some of these mentors are not only famous, but they are some of the most unhinged people you'll see on the internet. One of them...
She keeps using the Bad to the Bone song this time. I don't know why she keeps using it.
is called Wowkey Zhang, and he is a singer-songwriter. His most popular song is, you know the song, you know the fucking song because I Show Speed knows the fucking song.
What? What the f*** you just called me?
Sunshine Rainbow White Pony.
Oh,
The title is
he's not a rapper.
Well,
okay.
he's on the show.
Yes.
And the title of the song is ridiculous, but wait until you hear the song because it is a very popular song in America. Even I Show Speed streamer Speed's fans recommended it to him.
No way, that's a real song. You lying.
And it got really popular because he reacted to it in his live stream. And when he gets to the chorus, you know, nobody would know that this is actually a children's song in China because the lyrics are, "Why are you crying? Everything's gonna be okay. Let it all go. You just have to keep believing. Since there's nothing you can do, why keep hating? Why even care anymore? You have to remember you're that sunshine rainbow white pony." Now, the word "that" in Chinese,
I'm not gonna say it.
No, you're not. You're not gonna say it. Sounds like another word that we have.
I think it's what NIGA is what it sounds like. Question mark? Something like that, right? I don't. If I had to assume, because I know there's a word in, I'm guessing Chinese that sounds like what they're getting like the N word, right? Like I don't really care. I'm just not gonna say it because obviously, but yeah. Don't want to get in trouble on YouTube, but I think that's what they're referring to. Like maybe if you just cut it in the piece, I already told you. Like I think it probably like translates to phonetically. Is that how you would say it? Is NIGA, but you would have like an accent on it, so it's not exactly what. It's not exactly 1-to-1, but it just sounds like that, so people get upset. But like it's just the language. Like there's nothing to be upset about. That's just what their language sounds like.
Have in English, but it's not because it's a completely different language, right? And we also have a word in Korean that sounds like that, but it's not because it's a completely different language, right? So stressed. I am so stressed. You know, this year when Aisha Speed came to China, I'm gonna do a whole month on that, y'all, because it's so crazy.
We are here in China. No.
He even went on this variety show where he met with
This is in the Chinaverse. There's like 2 videos of this on the Chinaverse, but just a heads up, I'm probably not gonna react to them because I don't really care about this guy. So I'm just not interested in this like 2 episodes. So probably scratching that from the Chinaverse. I'm not sure, though. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow for the next day. Tomorrow is the 4th day of the Chinaverse week. I don't remember what this is the 3rd day, right? I think this is the 3rd day. Tomorrow will be the 4th. So we have the guy who goes on a date with 7 women at the same time. And then before that, I can't remember, but it was like an hour and 10 minutes, which is why I didn't decide to do it today. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I can't remember. That might be the one, even though I don't know what it is.
With Wowkey, and they both sang the song together, but it was crazy because Wowkey does not sing the chorus. Wowkey said
no way.
Wowkey said no.
You kidding me?
Wowkey did not sing. In fact, nobody on the stage sang the chorus.
No freaking way.
Speed was singing the chorus.
That's so good.
Yeah, and the comments are diabolical. The comments read, "Nobody dared." Nobody did. Yeah. Another reads, "This is the closest we will ever get to a piece." So
how would they even like know? Question mark, because it is just a cultural, like American cultural thing. Sure, that can bleed over, but you can argue it's not. Like this might upset some people. It's not other. How do I even say this? I'm not even going to go there, but it's just weird that they just know that this could be offensive. Question mark. Even though it shouldn't be, because it's just their language.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's actually crazy. When he went to Shanghai, a lot of his fans started just like playing the song on a stereo on the streets of China.
Yes.
And then Tiffany was telling me like what's crazy is that, I mean, a good chunk of his fans, obviously, they knew what was going on and why that song was, I guess, like a meme amongst his fans, right?
Oh, yeah.
But then she said, you know, sometimes there are fans that genuinely just thought that he liked the song. So they were like...
Yeah, because again, it's not... I'm just going to go with it. It's not necessarily their responsibility to understand cultural... significance of certain things of other countries. That has nothing to do with them, right? So it's not really their job to know every offensive thing that could be offensive to every person on the planet, question mark, especially if it has nothing to do with their country, question mark. So you'd assume the average person just would not know in China why that song would be offensive. I've seen you have like the infamous VTuber playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and it gets to like the part where what's this? I don't remember the guy's name. I can't remember if his friend's like a piece of trash, ends up being a piece of trash, or it actually ends up being really good, like a good guy. We'll just consider him like a piece of trash. But Franklin's like trash friend is talking to him, and then he says, or he like emotes and sings the N-word, and then you have like the VTuber who's Japanese, I believe, says it in the same like cadence and mannerisms because they don't know, they don't understand what they're hearing. It's just English gibberish to them, right? So you have like stuff like that. You'll see that a lot of times. I've seen I forget, like if you're reacting to other people who aren't, again, English speakers or have different culture, whatnot, maybe even specifically like Asian reactions where you have something weird like that, or not just like culturally specific, or like the N-word, or a word that's like an insult or whatever, and they're like, what is that? And they might even say it because they don't understand. Like, it's just ignorance is the word to be used here. I think also ignorance is not an insult, by the way. Ignorance just means you lack information, ? So yeah, it's just, you'd expect people to be pretty ignorant, so I'm surprised that they weren't ignorant in that point.
I love that he loves Chinese culture.
I can see that.
So they're like, I love that he loves this song. And like, I love you. Everyone's like, what? So netizens were commenting that when Speed was walking around China, everyone kept playing this song for him and they called it desensitizing training. Yeah, and those are Americans commenting that, okay? So what the fuck is going on? Also, did you know that they call Speed hypothyroidism, bro, in China? And when he registered, and it's funny, we can laugh, because when he registered his Douyin account, his caption name, right? was, "Hello, friends of China, I am hypothyroidism, bro, Speed." So,
but like, it sounds weird in English. In Chinese, it's just like, 讲很 I mean, it just means you're super hyper. Super, super hyper.
Oh, Tiffany told me it's because hypothyroidism makes your eyes too big.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought he looks so hyped. Like, he looks like
she said it's because hypothyroidism gives you a condition where your eyes get bigger.
Oh.
And his eyes are really big. So they call him hyperthyroidism. Bro, I don't know though. So anyway, I'm going to have another month on that because it gets a little weird. But besides Wowkey, you got his mentor, Pharaoh. Pharaoh is also a crazy character. Aside from being known for his rap skills, he's actually more well known for being abstract. And I was asking Tiffany what abstract means, and she was trying to explain it. And she says it's like a really high-class weird. Like, just like, like really weird to the point where it could be interpreted as cool. Like, you're just like out there. You're abstract.
Yeah, you're out there. You don't describe people like that? Like
if someone fucking called me abstract, I would probably cry.
Like a weird, but in the best way possible. In school, that's
eccentric?
No, abstract is better.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why would I don't think I would be upset if someone said I'm abstract. I would not understand what they were saying, but I don't know if that's something to be upset about, being called abstract. Being called eccentric, I feel like sounds worse than being called abstract.
But it also kind of sounded mean until she was like, no, it's like high class weird. Yeah, and I was like an abstract painting in a museum, like a high class weird. And she was like, yeah, exactly. And then she's like, you guys are sometimes abstract. And I was like, I feel like that didn't mean something nice. Okay, Pharaoh is the type of guy who will video call his friend with a sheet mask on, and this is like a very viral video of him, and he's just bitching about how this sheet mask is too small and it doesn't stay on his face. You know how when you like open the sheet mask bag, you take out the sheet mask, there is that plastic part they gotta rip away. He thought the plastic part, because it's thicker, it's a mask. So he has been he threw away the fucking sheet mask. He's been putting the packaging.
He put the packaging on his face.
Just microplastic on his face, yeah. And he was just so upset through this all, yeah. Deadass. In 2016, he even started his own rap group called Walking Dead. It's like a record label.
They're pretty good.
In the beginning, though, they barely had anything but a chicken brand called Home Original Chicken. Lao Shangji reaches out to them and is like, hey, you want a partnership deal? I don't know what they were thinking, but they were like, Walking Dead, I'm going to give you full collaborative control. You can come up with whatever song you want. And these names are sending me into a fifth dimension right now, because why is your Home Original Chicken, okay? So then Walking Dead, this is their first paid deal. So Pharaoh is like, I'm going to put all my energy into the lyrics of this song. So the lyrics that he comes up with are, motherfucker, I don't like Haagen-Dazs. I only like Lao Shangji.
What does Haagen-Dazs have to do with Lao Shangji or whatever, right? Are we talking about like Haagen-Dazs, like the ice cream? That's ice cream, right? Or am I crazy? What does that have to do with chicken?
I only want Lao Shangji. If they don't eat Lao Shangji, I drag him out and put a bullet in their knee. I'm shipping the coupe from Anhui to LA streets. Let every white man taste that Chinese heat.
No fucking way.
Basically, the lyrics were so vulgar that Home Original Chicken could not use it for a promotional song. But Pharaoh, he did briefly put it up.
He released it anyway.
And then he promptly took it down. And so netizens were like, oh, I bet Home Original Chicken was like, down this song. Take this down. That's what they thought, right? Turns out Pharaoh was very upset. He said, you know what? You know how much we got paid for that? After I rapped with my whole heart and soul, I offered to fly to LA and let all these white men taste Chinese heat. And you know how much I got paid?
How much?
$167. And we had to split it 3 ways.
It's weird, like the, I guess it's, what's the word? I guess like a double entendre for that Chinese heat. Because the way it's being said in like a rap song, I didn't know if he was talking about food or if he's talking about like killing people. Because like he said white people and taste this Chinese heat makes it seem like you're gonna like, you know, kill a bunch of people, specifically white people. Not give them food. I'm assuming what he means is food, but on purpose it makes it sound like he's gonna shoot up people. But I don't know if I should even like clarify that, just because I feel like YouTube's gonna like, oh, what are you talking about? Video banned and deleted. So I mean, if there's like a gap there, it's because whatever I said was too much for YouTube. But again, that's just like the first thing I thought when I heard that. I was like, are you talking about giving people food, or are you talking about deletion ?
Which means we all only got $55. But then a few years later, this song starts going viral, and everyone is like, holy shit, this song.
Isn't it just like a jingle? What do you mean? How's a jingle gonna go viral? It's not I mean, how's it? Can't say it's like a song, right? It's just a jingle, is it not?
Actually makes me want to eat home original chicken. And it becomes like a mini scandal because he gets exposed for lying. The company said, we did not pay you $167. We paid you more than that, you fucking liar.
Was it gonna be like $200?
We paid you $835. Okay? But the middleman agent actually took the rest. So they actually did only get $55 each. So it was like a whole mini scandal because people were like, wait, he actually got paid a lot more. So he was lying. So he probably got paid big money for that. Like this was all part of the marketing. People were like, ooh, negative PR team on fire, the PR team cooking. Like there were so many conspiracies. But it just turned out like the agent was skimming money off the top and they really only did get paid $55. Yeah, so and then the song did so well that Home Original Chicken and Walking Dead decided that they were actually going to be friendly, and they held a music festival, Original Home Chicken Music Festival, yeah, where they invited Walking Dead and Pharaoh to perform their chicken song on the stage. One of the Walking Dead members strangely decided to.
What's this guy's name? I'm not this guy's name. What does it say? Clot? Is that what it says on his shirt?
Just like hold a real chicken on the stage.
A real chicken?
Yeah, but he was like, you know, I don't know. I don't think he was mean to the chicken. I think the Home Original Chicken.
Why was it chill? I feel like the chicken was too chill. Like they sedated that chicken.
Shop was probably mean to the chicken later, but like,
sure.
Like everyone was like praising the chicken, like it was like a cult leader, and I was like, I gotta get out more because this is crazy to me. They were just like, yeah, and he was holding the chicken, and then you know how like chickens, but like where is this? Like chickens' heads don't really move out, so like everyone's jamming, and the chicken is just like
stabilizing.
Yes, stabilizing on the base. You know what I mean? And it was just a lot. It was a lot. The founder of La Shangji gave out free chicken soup samples outside the stadium. Like because the only thing I want after coming out of the fucking pit at a concert, sweat dripping, feeling like the disgusting version of myself, is to get a hot broth of chicken soup. I've never wanted anything more in my life. That's peak living. I think every human is entitled to that type of experience.
Sure. We're gonna go back for a second. I don't know how far we're gonna have to back. It's like 2, 3 up. Well, you're almost there.
Stabilizing on the base. You know what I mean? And it was just a lot. It was a lot. The founder of La Shangji.
Here, this silly chicken beanie. I saw this earlier. I just wanted to bring that up. Point everyone to that. If you didn't see that, now you have. Look at that beanie.
I've never wanted anything more in my life. That's peak living. I think every human is entitled to that type of experience.
That's good.
So besides that song, Pharaoh also took his brain rot humor onto the stage of Rap of China, because sometimes you'll see mentors that are just seated at the chair and they're bopping their heads like chickens to the freestyle raps. And then you just like pan to this tent. It's like that single person tent.
A camping tent?
But like one person and you stand there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a bathroom tent?
Yeah, and then he'll like pop out and he'll just say like, I just needed a little alone time. Like, I'm getting overwhelmed. And then he'll pop back in, pop back out, and everyone's like, what is happening right now? Because Rap of China 2024, they just really be letting everyone do everything. The producers are just not in the room. They're letting it happen. And it's not even just them. There's this guy named Kyuuties. He's a whole character. So back in 2023, another rapper named DDG was gonna...
DDG?
Yeah, he's getting married. And Kyuuties was out of town. And he misunderstood the whole invitation. He thought it was a birthday party. So he texted one of his friends, and he's like, another rapper friend, and he's like, oh, I can't make it to his birthday party. Like, what a shame. And his friend is like, what are you talking about? Bro, it's his wedding. He's getting married. It's not his birthday party. He invited you. It's his fucking wedding. So he's like, holy shit, I gotta switch my flight. If it's his birthday, I was just gonna wait until next year. But if it's his wedding, hopefully there's no next one. So he switches his flight, but he thinks he's arriving the day before the ceremony. So he thinks he's going to the bachelor party, which is at a norebang. So then he shows up
which is karaoke.
Yeah, he shows up at a norebang, and nobody's there. So he posts about it, and he's like, nobody's here. And everyone's like, yeah, because we're at the wedding. wedding. The wedding is right now.
Oh, he messed up the date?
Yeah, he thought he got there the day before. So then he's like, fuck. And then everyone's like, he is the only one that would show up to a norebang expecting a wedding, right? So then he gets the address. Then he goes, but he's already too late. He misses the ceremony and he's the last one to walk in. And it's like a very dramatic late entrance. And everyone thought it was actually hilarious. Like they were really good sports about it. To make matters worse, this is not the first time he was late to a wedding. Last time during another rapper's wedding, literally last year, he walked into the wedding next door and stayed there for like a solid hour thinking it was the wedding until he realized, wait, that's not my friend getting married. His explanation for that was, I just followed the sound of the rap music. I didn't know that there would be 2 weddings in the same day at the same hotel and they both appreciate rap music. I didn't think so. This man graduated from UCLA, by the way. And
I was gonna say, like, what do you mean now? Because I was like, oh, he must be like pretty. What's the word? Or phrase even? There's like a funny way to say it. Navigationally challenged, I guess, is like a good way to say it. But he actually has like a degree. Like what?
And so to which his fellow judges ask him, I don't know how much you paid your way into UCLA. How can someone with your intelligence get in? So he's basically a troll. Yeah. And it's not just the mentors that were abstract. Before the show aired, Rap of China's official Weibo account would post mini introductions of the 271 different contestants, and all of them would finish reading the description, like there would be captions, okay? And then on the page or on the screen, and it would say text generated by AI for every single of the 271 people, because there were
You couldn't do it yourself?
so many people that were going to be contestants. Everything like glitched and it all just says text generated by AI.
What?
Yeah, it was just a freaking mess. It was a freaking mess, yeah. And then it started going viral before the show even started because they started making everyone do urine tests before the show because one of the rappers on the show had a huge drug scandal in China and then they had to take down the season and they lost a lot of money for that. So they were like, from now on, you guys are all going to pee in a cup and it's going to be very intense, right? But turns out they have been doing this for all the seasons. And everyone's like, hold on a second. So did these rappers who were in the drug scandals, were they not doing drugs? Or I don't get it. Were they not doing drugs before the show and they only started doing drugs after? Or did they stop doing drugs so that they can do the show? What happened? Turns out for previous seasons, one of the nicer rappers that's known for being very sweet, very kind, very straight by the book, he was cornered in a restroom and he peed in like 10 people's cups. He peed in everybody's cups. He even has a whole song where he's like, I peed in your cup.
How does he have so much pee?
Yeah.
Dang.
So this time around, this season, they weren't playing around. They said like they're walking you to the stall and they're listening. They're peeping, okay? And the netizens are joking. Episode 1, urine test. Episode 2, blood test. Episode 3, STD test. Episode 4, marriage and relationship background check. Episode 5, tax audit. Yeah, one contestant even made a vlog about his urine test. He told the staff, I don't have pee at the moment. And the staff members reassured him that it was fine. And you can just take a break at the back until you feel like you need to go pee. So then he's chugging bottles of water on there. And a staff member is just following him to the bathroom to make sure his pee is his pee. Yeah.
Dang, this would not fly here, huh?
No. Yeah, so, and then Guiban? G-Y-B-I-A-N?
Guibian.
Yeah, he was the one that did everyone's, he was donating his pee.
He's a teacher.
Yeah, he's a teacher. They say he's a teacher that caught the rat bug that he, like, loved.
Yeah, but was he forced or did he just want to do it because he was nice? He's a nice guy, question mark. Though, it's kind of weird that actually happens, since isn't that just used in media a lot of times? I feel like I've seen a lot of shows as a kid where a urine test has to be taken and they end up just getting someone else to do it because they don't want to get in trouble. It's like weird how often that came up in shows. Like I couldn't tell you what kind of shows, but I just know it's probably happened. Maybe Seinfeld it happened. I don't know, because wasn't there like the like poppy seed incident with, I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but she was like eating like a bagel or something that had poppy seeds and like that kind of false flags as like marijuana or something. And I don't know if she had to do that. It might have not been in that episode or even in Seinfeld at all. I just know there's a lot of shows, or enough shows for me to be like, why is there so many shows that have people having to fake urine tests or talk about faking urine tests? It might also be like overlap of me thinking about maybe people in my high school talking about faking urine tests. Again, didn't go to a good high school, so you could argue that some of those people were on narcotics, question mark, and thus had to fake it. Or they would talk about like how to fake it, like just to drink water all day for like a week or something, just like nonstop water to get out of your system. Like that's the stuff they were talking about over there, like how to get stuff out of your system so you can take a test and then probably get back on doing drugs and whatnot. So yeah, so maybe there's some overlap there, why I think there's so many shows and I'm just like misremembering, but I swear there's like shows that did this, plus my high school and people just talking about it in passing about taking drug tests.
loves rap. And so he said, you'll even flush your pride away begging for bodily waste. He said these bitches were in the restroom begging for my pee.
That's crazy.
People were also commenting, like, because China's so strict about the drugs, if the test comes back positive, like, are the police waiting for you? Yes. Is this actually entrapment by the police? Yes. This show is a 2-for-1? It's a twofer? Yeah. And a female rapper was seen exiting the hotel, and it said that she did fail her pee test.
Oof.
Have we seen her since?
No, we have not. Yeah. Then there's another contestant that went viral because everybody thought she was the one that failed her urine test. Her name is Kitty Kill, and she did not fail her urine test, but she is known to be very, very abstract. They call her very strong brain rot humor. An interviewer asked her what her advantage was, and she said, my advantage is I have a very big ass. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
And her most iconic freestyle goes something along the lines of, the next time you see me, you'll drop to the ground and cry, tears on your face as you sniff Kill Kitty's yoga pants high and dry. She just makes a lot of jokes about her yoga pants being juiced up. I didn't understand if it meant like sexually or sweat.
I guess that's what's ass strap.
Yeah, she said, I wear my yoga pants every day, the same ones. I never change them because you're not supposed to until they're all juiced up. You want to wear them until they develop their own waterproof layer. And I really...
Like, what are you talking about? Like, actually, what are you talking about?
Didn't understand. What? So she even has a song where she says, slip on my juiced up yoga pants that stink. Like, lose it all. Sweet scented yoga pants. That ripe aroma, knock him out.
I'm Rebel Star. You know me? Gang shit, bro.
And I'm like, are we saying good things about your down there or bad things about your down there? Because I'm confused. I'm lost. Yeah, and she had like a little mini fan meet and greet after this song, came out, and everyone was bringing her Lululemon yoga pants for her to sign. Oh. Yeah, they wanted it juiced up, so... 2024 Rap of China was just insane. There were reports that one contestant, they didn't even really come to rap. They came there to eat concessions. He had 10 hamburgers in one day, and he wouldn't stop eating. And then someone saw somebody's backpack. I guess it was like one of those drawstring bags. They thought it
How do you eat 10 hamburgers?
was a trash can and kept spitting out their gum into somebody else's backpack. There was another guy who ate like 9 different ice cream cones, and it was just a lot. It was just a lot. And the guy that ate the 10 burgers, he was called out. And instead of like, I don't know, saying anything about it, he decides to perform his next rap song at a McDonald's where he orders 10 hamburgers, and he's just jumping around making weird poses. And like, that's the thing about some rap videos. Like, why do you choose the locations that you choose? What is the reasoning behind it? Because I'm about to show you another video that is chosen at the strangest spot. Have you heard of Lod Memo?
What's that?
That's Nuomi?
Normie,
Yeah.
come on.
But Tiffany said in English his name is Lod Memo, but we're gonna call him Nuomi.
Normie is sticky rice.
Nomi, so cute. So he likes to try to fit that stereotypical. He's trying so hard to look like.
Oof. It's so bad. Oof. It's so cringe. He looks like Justin Bieber right now. Because you can't see his eyes or anything with the glasses on. He looks like Justin Bieber. Like, oof. I think I mentioned before. I'm using like that as an insult, but I think maybe Justin requires a little bit more empathy is the word. Because he was a child star ? And probably got really messed up as a kid. So probably like some more empathy should be used. Because like back when Justin Bieber was hot, like, and hot as in like he was like famous. I'm using that word as like as famous is what I mean by that. When he was really famous, like it was just the thing to make fun of him and be like, ew, Justin Bieber, right? Especially if that pop music wasn't your cup of tea. So if you're like in the wheelhouse of like stuff that I was listening to, though I listened to everything, but still, you would consider me to be like a skater boy or a metalhead at that point. I mean, still am, right? But you would easily be like, ew, Justin Bieber. But I think he did get like the standard child actor treatment and did get pretty messed up. And even like I don't know if he got preyed upon by older women. I think he did. I don't know how far that actually went though, because I did talk about I think before how there's a clip of him on like TV or something, and like grown 40-year-old women like thirsting over him, and he's like in his teens. I don't even think they're like high teens either, like mid-teens or even low teens, and they're like thirsting over him like a piece of meat. ? So you can argue that he got pretty messed up. So it's maybe okay to give him some slack now. After making fun of him all the time, like back when he was famous, or because I feel like nobody really knows or cares about Bieber anymore, right? So Yeah, I think we can cut him some slack. But yeah, this guy looks like Justin Bieber, like straight out of 2009 question mark. I don't know when Bieber was at his highest. Somewhere in the new millennia is what this looks like.
Like a rapper to the point where it's just goofy. Like no one's taking him seriously because he keeps saying "nam saying" after everything.
Oof.
Because he's trying to say, "Do you know what I'm saying?" I don't even think he speaks much. Does he speak a lot of English? No, because I never know what he's saying. But he says "nam saying." He uses it like a comma. For him, "Do you know what I'm saying?" is punctuation. He always, if he doesn't have a response, he just goes, "Damn, nam saying." Damn, nam saying. Long time no see, nam saying. Today I drank a bottle of juice, you know what I'm saying?
Also, background on him, he just picked up rapping, like recently.
He's a very kind of a fun, goofy bro, okay? And that's his whole vibe. And to the point,
it's kind of like a caricature of what you would think one is, you know, the nam saying stuff. Namin is what I would assume saying and whatnot.
Where if you see on Chinese social media, anyone put M3, like literally letter M, number 3, that means nam saying. And it's because in Mandarin, the number 3 is
San. M-san.
M-saying.
I'm-san.
Namsang, Namsang, Namsang. Okay, so people call him Mr. Namsang or Brother M3. So I'm gonna call him Brother M3 right now, okay? But he never really got much attention when he started posting his rap music online before Rap of China, even after the M3 catchphrase was catching up a little bit. And then Rap of China 2024, he gets invited and he's so excited. But when he gets on there, he decided to pick his mentor as Shady and Fan Cheng Cheng, which is Fan Bingbing's little brother, right? And it was very obvious that he was very nervous. He wrote a piece about his grandfather. He mixed up some of the dialects because in China you've got like 50 different dialects. And during his performance, he was like ad-libbing. Also the fact that this is, you know, about his grandfather and the ad-libs that he was choosing. Like the song itself later we find out is pretty deep. But when he was first performing it on Rap of China, it's like, I miss you, Grandpa. Skirt. Everyone's like, what? He kept going like, I miss you. You're the best thing ever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And everyone's like, what the fuck is happening? It just came off weird. And he was laughed at by the other contestants. Everybody, he's a laughing stock. A lot of them were mocking his hand rubs. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it was just very obvious that nobody took him seriously. And I think he was getting butthurt about it.
In China, the hand rubbing, they call it the mosquito hand. You know, the mosquitoes, they just like rubbing their two little hands together.
So he was mosquito handing, you know what I'm saying?
Though, isn't it flies? It's weird they've associated that with mosquitoes when I think it's actually flies that rub their hands together.
I really don't understand why guys do this. Can you give me the psychology behind this?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, guys love this. And like, don't get me wrong.
Oh, like doing this and licking the lips.
No, this is, I'm gonna run it down, okay? So I know I have a lot of weird stuff I do. I flick my hair, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this. I have bodily motions as well, right? But sometimes I watch videos of guys and I feel like there's nothing behind the eyes because why is it? I'm gonna go to Cabo and fuck some bitches.
You okay?
I don't know. So halfway through his piece, he messes up his beat, forgets some of his lyrics. Unfortunately, he does not pass the first round. And before the mentors move on to the next contestant, the mentor, Shady, he says, is this song about your grandma? Because the way he said it, the dialect, it made it sound like it was his grandma, not his grandpa, because in Mandarin it sounded more like grandma, right? And he's correcting Shady and saying, no, it's actually about my grandpa. But because I addressed him in my dialect, you know, you must have gotten confused. But Shady is just shaking his hand and say, they all see you as a joke, but I can tell that you're taking this seriously. Continue to work hard. You're an enthusiast of rap, aren't you? Everyone could tell that he was actually trying to comfort, you know, M3. But M3, because everybody else was just laughing at him, even when Shady is telling him these things, they're laughing at him behind his back. So he took this to assume that Shady's trying to insult him. Like,
Shady's dissing him.
Yeah, like you're an enthusiast. You're not a talent. You're not skillful. You just like it. You just want to be here. So he gets rejected, and afterwards he starts posting a series of videos online like, fuck these people. Fuck these people. Shady, okay? Like, what do you mean? He told me to be enthusiastic. He told me to keep it a hobby. Like, what the fuck does that mean? And then he asked me, he dissed me, asking me if the song is about my grandma when I said it's straight up for my grandpa. And he was mad. He was mad. And so in typical rapper fashion, he decides the only way that I'm going to
This is going to be a diss track. Don't tell me it's a diss
get
track.
through this trauma, the only way that I'm going to process this rejection is with a diss track.
Enter the most viral song of China 2024.
And he's going to film it at a playground. And
is that motion allowed? Is that legal to do at a playground? Question mark. Shouldn't he be put on some lists after that?
walking to the playground. And you know how people make fun of East Asian grannies because they're walking through the park.
Smacking their arms.
And they're on these weird machines where you don't really know what the machines are doing.
Well, they're thrusting in the air.
Yeah, he's thrusting in the air. And the lyrics read, shady, shady, I want to diss you, right? But he uses the words shady, shady in English, and then I wanna in Chinese, and then diss in English, you in Chinese. So all I hear is...
Shady, shady, 我要 diss 你.
Okay, 我要, I know this from being married to a Chinese man. 我要 means I want, right?
I wanna, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, you want Disney? Like Disneyland? Disney World? What the f is this diss track? And he said, no, he wants to diss you, but me is you. So it sounds like shady, I want Disney. Shady, well, Disney. And this diss track, I could not escape it for, I want to say a good month of my life. He was playing it, Tiffany was playing it, everybody was playing it. And in the song, he's like, the song was for my grandfather, not my grandmother. Who told you it wasn't for my grandfather? And that it was for my grandmother. Why am I dissing you? Why am I dissing you? Okay, basically like that. And then he just kept saying, shady, I want it, like, way out Disney.
I want a Disney.
And he makes this music video. He doesn't have a label. He doesn't have a team. Just filmed on a phone in a park of his residential area at the time. And you will even see that there are features of like regular residents in the same area. It's just like actually crazy. This becomes viral overnight. Like billions of views, and millions, hundreds of millions of views.
Probably billions.
Yeah, probably billions, to the point where netizens decide to figure out where this music video dropped, and they go and find it. And the next day, half the internet shows up. They dropped a Google Earth pin on that shit, and they said shady Disneyland. Okay, they said Disney.
They call this
so weird that that old man was doing that, surrounded by people. But I'm saying the old man. What is that? That wasn't even an old man, was it? That was probably him. And I just said he looked like an old man.
What is it called?
Chengdu Disney.
Chengdu Disney.
Yeah,
Chengdu
they call it like
city.
yeah. So but this area is quiet.
This neighborhood.
This neighborhood is like a residential. Yeah, like Chengdu Disney overnight. People are lining up, taking pictures on the exact playground equipment that he was singing. Shady, way out Disney. Okay.
Oh, cosplay made. Oh, it's I don't remember her name. She's cosplayed as the girl from, or one of the girls from ZZZ, Zenless Zone Zero. Though hasn't he just ruined this playground because it's just a bunch of people coming here to film, like a bunch of adults filming at this place instead of letting it be used the way it's supposed to be, for kids. Kid in question being taken away because there's just a bunch of creeps running around here. Like literal girl in cosplay on this thing. I'm surprised to see that, but is Hoyoverse Chinese or Korean? Hoyoverse is the development team that makes ZZZ and Genshin and Wuthering Wave. Not Wuthering Wave, it's not Wuwa. Honkai Star Rail. I was trying to say Honkai Star Rail. I don't know why I said Wuwa. And also Honkai Third Impact. That's all what it's called too, right? They make all those games. So again, it's just weird to see. And is this woman cosplaying or not? She's standing next to this guy. I don't know if they're just like security, but I swear, like this outfit looks like cosplay. She's probably just like an old, random old lady. Like nothing crazy there, but like I swear I've seen this look, this haircut, and these clothes somewhere before. But it might just be just confirmation bias because we have another cosplayer in this shot right here, cosplaying as someone from Zenless Zone Zero. So I'm just like, I swear to God, I've seen this, but maybe this is just like normal fashion for older women. I don't know.
And people are coming up with their own rap music, and then because they want to keep the location on when they post it, they'll take the pictures, they'll take the video, and then they'll all huddle to the side trying to edit the pictures and the videos before they post it and drop the pin at Chengdu Disney. And then eventually, somehow, like day 2, day 3, you get a whole Disney experience there. Like the Disney rides, you have to line up for hours.
Also, this playground, it literally looks like the most
basic Asian playground in a residential area, and lines for hours. And like Disneyland, you have to wait in the lines, and then because people are lining up carrying these suitcases, because most of them aren't even from Chengdu. Someone said I flew in from Fujian. Like I took a bullet train for this shit. There were signboards, security guards stationed. Eventually, it got so crazy that the elderly retired women of Chengdu decided we're going to do something about this.
Of the neighborhood.
Yeah, of the neighborhood. They got together and they said, this is too crazy. They said, we're not going to kick them out. They're having a good time. We're not going to kick them out. That's crazy. We're just going to make this more efficient, everyone. They've been waiting for this moment. These ladies retired too early. They were itching for a job, and they took it. They took this job and they killed it, okay? So they start dressing up, and they're like, here's the line. The line starts here. They're yelling at people. People will get on there, and they'll go, shady! Shh! Keep your voice down. They're not even taking cash. Yeah. I thought they'd be like hustling and like taking people's money.
And then some of them were like, stop screaming. Someone's sleeping up there.
Yeah. In 1 hour, it'd be like 400 visitors at Chengdu Disney. And these aunties and uncles will even tell you, you stop on the road, you're looking at your phone, and they'll tap you on the shoulder and they'll go, Chengdu Disney is that way. Yeah. And a lot of the aunties, they got the joke, right? And they said, it's crazy. We only have one ride on Chengdu Disney. And they line up for hours for it. Other aunties, they had no idea what the f is going on, okay? They're literally looking at the song and they're saying, he's not even good looking. Why is this famous? And this song is weird. Oof. And these kids are dumb. Like they're saying like, I want to beat you up or something. I don't know. That's the lyric of the song. That's what it says. Yeah, they're all just crazy. And then people would dress up as Disney characters like Snow White to come.
Okay, that makes more sense. The what is her name? I have to look her name up because it's gonna bother me. Not her, but the ZZZ character. Yeah, I thought it was sort of like an E or like an Ellen, but yeah, it's Ellen, like the girl earlier, the maid outfit, but she had a shark tail. You couldn't see it, but she had a shark tail behind her too. Ellen from ZZZ. That doesn't make sense, but I guess, Disney characters actually make sense. I don't know why they were there at ZZZ. Though since I've talked about ZZZ so much, you can go. I do have a playlist of Zenless Zone Zero on my channel of me playing it for. I don't know how many episodes. It was like 16 or so. I don't know how many episodes it was, but I played it up into a certain point in the story, and then I was like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be put on hiatus for a while, and I haven't played it since. But who knows if I'll ever go back to that or not.
To Chengdu Disney and get up on there and sing Shady.
Okay, sure. Mickey and Minnie.
Disney. I mean, it was just absolutely crazy. I mean, this is when people say we have Disney at home. And then eventually, this goes viral. Rap of China 2024 fucking goes insane because of this diss track, because of all the drama. And then people were very disappointed to find out that he gets eliminated very early on. So like he's not even on most of the show. And then the episode airs where he's not even getting dissed by Shady. And so he puts out an apology video. And he tells Shady, I don't want to diss you. I want to kiss you. So then that goes viral of everyone saying, bro, you sound more menacing, threatening to kiss him. Actually, this is fucking scarier, bro. Like, why do you look like that when you say you want to kiss him? You're scaring him.
Shady, well, kiss me.
And that was so viral. Everyone saying that because of this song, the whole China wants to diss Shady. The whole China is dissing this rapper.
And then now he's like, never mind, y'all. I want to kiss him. And everyone's like, the switch up is too fast. We were still in Chengdu Disney. Like, what's going on right now? And
like this is like a lot of what's the word, fujoshi? Is that the word? A lot of fujoshi's greatest dreams, because isn't that just like standard yaoi nonsense? Enemies to lovers? Question mark.
And people are saying, honestly, I think Shady would rather if you diss him, because why you look like that when you say you want to kiss him? You look scary. It was becoming very intense. And then eventually he said that he was willing to buy Shady a ticket to Disney, like the real one in Shanghai and not the Chengdu one. So then he was like, give me your ID. And everyone's like, that's even scarier. It was like the whole thing, okay? And then eventually he blows up from this. He becomes a big star. He's got his own concerts. He had his own fan chant. Like it's like a whole thing. Everybody's obsessed with him. And the internet shovel squad goes to work. That's what they call it, the fucking shovelers. They do this shit for free. They wake up, they get their shovel every day, and they say, someone's famous? Let me dig up some dirt on them. Let me do this for free. I got a lot of time on my hands, okay? They keep digging. They're excavating his past. They're like, we gotta find a receipt. We gotta cancel him. We gotta get a legal case or something, okay? They find out that before being a rapper, he was selling fruit on the side of the road. And as he's selling fruit, he would shout to the neighborhood people, I'm selling pineapples. Know what I'm saying? My mom told me to come sell these, know what I'm saying? And when someone said, can I get it for free? He said, no, bro. What the fuck? My mom gave these to me. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then when it would get really, really slow, he would try to start rapping on the street. He'd be like, aunties, know what I'm saying? There's a pineapple for free, know what I'm saying? Yeah. And before that, he did a lot of hard labor. He lived in a rural area, so he did a lot of construction work. He plowed the field. Oh, and there was like, there was this moment where he was gonna get married because, like his parents had set him up in an arranged marriage, and the girl broke up with him, called off the engagement because the family was supposed to give the girl's family a cow, but the cow died. They didn't have a cow. I'm not laughing, but he was laughing when he was telling it because he was so serious. I'm sorry. But like the cow died, and they didn't have the cow. So they gotta get married. It's actually really sad when you think about like the price for a life as a cow, but the way it was just described, like deadpan, but also like a little bit of giggle of like, yeah, and I'm saying, but the cow died, and I'm saying. So it's just like, it's very hard to take it seriously. He just kept saying, know what I'm saying? So then the girl was like, you don't have a cow, know what I'm saying? So I was like, gotta go, know what I'm saying? So then, and then the netizens were like, we finally got it. We finally fucking got it. A scandal. He used to work at a fast food place. He got fired. Tell him I got fired.
So, like, who cares? Also, not to upset anybody, but I was like so zoned out for like a little bit there, just listening to this. So my bad. I was thinking about like moving my desk around, so I have to do that soon. But yeah, my bad. But I know they were talking about like you're trying to figure like find some sort of dirt on him. I feel like none of that really is that big a deal. This like fired from McDonald's stuff isn't gonna matter anyways. Like who cares, right?
He's so hungry he stole a burger.
Okay, whatever. Who cares? Shouldn't you just get free food anyways working at fast food? So what do you mean he stole a burger? Just, I feel like, again, like you just get free food from the place you usually work at, right? No?
Aww.
I know. So everyone was like, damn, like all these other rappers, they got some dark past. A lot of them do. But he just wanted to marry a girl. A cow died. He stole a burger. Oh, there was another job he got fired from because he fell off the scaffolding. And they're like, that's why he's a little abstract, I'm saying.
Shouldn't he have sued them if he fell off scaffolding? Question mark. Because you fired him for getting hurt on the job. Question mark. I don't know. Can you sue them? I mean, it depends on like how it happened, right? But if it wasn't like necessarily your fault, I feel like he's in the right to sue or at least not get fired. He has the right to not get fired because something happened to him.
You know, and so there were like he really has nothing. In fact, he's trying so hard to keep his fans happy that like he was like, wait, what's wrong with being in a relationship? And they're like, oh, you can't date until you're 30. So then he was like, fuck. And now he's overly serious. He said, well, I finally made some money and I took my whole family on a trip and I refuse to even be near my female cousin.
Huh? What the fuck?
Because she's my female cousin, but people might think we're a couple and take pictures. And I don't want my fans to be mad. I don't want my fans to be mad. So I just want you guys to know.
I think he took it a little too serious.
I don't know if he's just joking around or if he's like on... Or he's kind of like autistic in a way that... he doesn't understand, I don't know, cues isn't the right word, but like he just takes everything too seriously. That's a kind of a form of, you can go down in the spectrum, right, is everything is literal. So if they tell him, hey, you can't date until you're 30, and like I can't date until I'm 30, I can't be around any women until I'm 30, I gotta do it for my fans. So like everything is just too literal. I don't know, because that just felt like that for a second. Like, wait, what do you mean you're actually taking that seriously? It just felt like, oh, maybe he does have some issues where he can't understand that he doesn't have to take that literally.
Yeah. And then
I think when people are saying 30, it doesn't include him.
Yeah. And when people are saying like idols, I don't know if it also included him, but he was like, I'm gonna take it and run. Like, I'm gonna take it and run. And then even when his fans would call him husband in the comments, he would get like genuinely like, why are you calling me that? I'm single.
Know what I'm
like I also, even if you saw me in real life, you call me husband, you wouldn't recognize me. I have 5 beauty filters on right now. 5. There's also this one live stream where he's wearing a t-shirt and he can't afford chains, so like he's wearing a t-shirt where the chains are printed onto the shirt hemline. So he's doing a concert with somebody else and it's a collaboration.
And this is right after his rap song got big, so they were like, okay, you got so much clout, come do this concert. You're the rapper, she's the singer, but she's a real singer.
Yeah, and they were doing a collaboration and it was so off tune. Both of them were singing different songs. They were trying to overpower each other. It was so bad that everyone was like, this guy is untalented. Like he doesn't deserve to be famous. And he took it so seriously. He was very saddened by it and he practiced really hard. And everyone who went to his later concert said he's actually incredible live. Like that guy is actually insane live. I think he just was not used to being on a big stage is what people were saying. Because there's a lot of audio mechanics.
He was so
involved.
nervous. He froze.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was really bad. Also, he didn't get a record deal for a really long time. So a lot of these celebrities, they will do record deals and they'll do public signings of the record deal, right? He didn't get one. So he just got like a public signing where he retained his first attorney and he did like a public signing attorney thing. Because he's from like not a city, so he's scared of everything. Someone said you look like Jay Park and he like was genuinely scared that Jay Park would sue him. So for like defamation, I guess.
Again, I think this guy is just, on the spectrum. Nothing wrong with that, but I think he's on the spectrum. He takes things too seriously. And that has to be taken into consideration. It's like, empathy. We said give empathy to Justin Bieber. This guy who looked like Justin Bieber, we need to give him empathy as well. Since don't know what's going on with him. Though I've realized that this episode is basically just an episode about this guy, right? The video is basically over. We've just been talking about him for most of it, right? So I kind of just... 200 hardcore rappers invited to China to compete, but turned into a comedy show. Did we get that out of the title? I think most of this was just like a refresher on what Rap of China is, and then the rest of it is just talking about him for the rest of it.
He was saying, I'm saying, like, don't mess with my future like that. What if Jay Park sues me? I'm saying, I'm saying? It's not a joke. He doesn't even know I exist. He's probably in Korea, I'm saying.
He could just be acting goofy, right? He could be just hamming it up and like pretending to be this silly and crazy.
But he's friends with Ma Siwei.
Yeah,
and so like he might tell him, I'm saying, so he might sue me, I'm saying. So he has that first concert run in. He does better afterwards, but it's still very interesting because a lot of these idols and rappers that get famous, when they do fan meets, they'll bring luxury items, luxury gifts, massive gifts. But I don't know why they treat him like a decluttering station is what China calls him. They'll give him like tissue papers, laundry detergent, not even like the full size one.
Oh no.
Yeah, but he's so grateful. He's so grateful. He's like, you were so considerate. Know what I'm saying?
I mean, if maybe he doesn't have any of this stuff either, right? Because I don't know how much money he has. Or making it seem like he doesn't have any money. So, detergent. I mean, that's detergent he didn't have to buy.
Wow, my fans really think of everything I'm saying. Yeah, and so he is now a fan favorite in China. That's M3. If you want a rundown on all of the Rap of China seasons, fuck it, I'll even do the Chris Wu seasons.
I mean, you kind of did a little bit.
Yeah, but there's some crazy ones.
Yeah, there's some crazy ones.
There's some crazy ones. Let me know, and I will let you know. I'll see you here with Rap of China. Be safe.
Speed, you gotta do that.
Oh my god, I gotta do speed. Well, yeah, I gotta do speed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Wear headphones when listening to that song. Yep, that was that. The video. Again, I think I'm just going to skip past the high speed stuff, but it's going to be a while before I would even make it to those videos. But yeah, I'm probably just not going to watch them. I'm just not interested. Just like I wasn't interested in like the sitting down with a killer or videos of Rotten Mango stuff, even though there's still like a gajillion Rotten Mango videos I need to do. I feel like there's something. We got the part 2 of that other video we watched of Rotten Mango the other day too, right? I need to go watch that as well. I almost completely forgot about that. I forgot what that story was even about. Oh, it was the one where the wife hired a hitman to get rid of her husband because her daughter said that he assaulted her for most of her life, so she was trying to get rid of him because I don't think anyone believed them. I don't know. It was this whole mess, and like you're trying to figure out who's telling the truth and who's not. But it kind of just felt like from that first episode, like everybody was kind of like bad, like a bad person. Like nobody was like completely in the right. So we still need to go back and watch that follow-up too. Though of course tomorrow and the day after that will just be Chinaverse because this is the week of Chinaverse. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. We're not gonna hop in VR. Like I was thinking about like hopping into VR for like a split second in like the middle of the video just for like jokes, but I don't know how many people would appreciate that or if they would get upset for like breaking, I don't know, the tension. Tension's not a good word. The momentum's not a good word. Just breaking the vibe, I guess, of the video. It was just like hopping in VR real quick to make a joke and then hopping out. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say other than like I am cold. It is cold in Texas. Unfortunately, I'm literally wearing like 2.5 pairs of pants. Legs are still freezing. Oof. But yep. I think we're just going to end now. I don't have anything else to say or talk about. Like, no new news. So, we can just go now. So, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers. I think we'll become a member. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Because we're working on watch time and subscribers. And don't forget, we have a throne now as well, which I did not add those watches that I was talking about to it the other day. I mean, that was just a joke, but maybe I'll actually look and see if there's any like watches I could add on there, just like to fulfill the joke. Also, don't forget to hype the video if you want to do that. Again, I keep forgetting that hypes exist, but if you want to hype, go ahead and hype. And shout out to members, EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. There, guys. Thanks for watching. Tune to the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment. You know the do. See ya.